What's up, crypto kids, Fantom heads? How y'all doing today? It's Mitch, Crypto Music, coming at you with another episode of Earning on Fantom. So, starting right here with this is cool, just a cool little infographic here, and if you'll see, we have Boo right here. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 19.8x. They think this is an extremely underrated coin, and I would certainly say the least. And right now, Boo has just broke 30 bucks. Freaking crazy. And that is because of some stuff I'm going to show you. So we're going to go over a couple things, just like some updates in the earning sector of Fantom, and obviously, and then I'm going to throw a couple gems at you, and you won't hear me say things like I called this or I called that, or if you jumped in my Telegram group, you would have got this alpha or that alpha, and you'd be way earlier ahead, because that stuff gets on my nerves. So we're just going to skip over that and try to be a little bit more entertaining. That was Gen X Analytics. Cool little if you're on Twitter, then that's not a bad one to follow, because they give you a lot of good little insights to different things, multiple different chains, all that stuff. SpookySwap retweeted that and responded, a lower PE indicates that the current token price is low relative to earnings. Damn right it is. Considering the growth happening on Fantom Network, we agree that Boo is quite a gem. And Boo is a gem, man. It is one of the coolest damn decentralized exchanges out there, not just on Fantom, but anywhere. It's really cool, then if you're on Boo, which I'm sure if you're on, you're watching this right now, then clearly you're on Boo. But you got the stake Boo section is one of the coolest things you could get into, and it's so well thought out and smart, and it's like basically a certificate of deposit similar to many others. And the value that you can get here, even though this is like approximate APR 22.98, it's still very impressive, because what I just showed you is with Boo being severely underrated, even where we're at now. I know it sounds crazy because we're so inflated, but with the tokenomics, we're not getting into that today because that's not what this video is about. But I am going to throw you a couple gems later on at the end of this video, so stick around. 22.9%, but that's not counting how much of Boo is set to pump. So when you stake your Boo here, you get X Boo. Just know, the way this is all done, X Boo is always going to be worth more than a Boo, right? See here? X Boo is worth 1.42 Boo, and the sooner you get in, the sooner you stake your Boo here, the more relative X Boo that you get, the better your deal is. So what can you do with this X Boo? You have all these cool little pools down here where you can drop it in to these other into these staking situations and get yield on that paid to you in these other coins. And you can get it in Wrapped Fantom, you can get it in Shade, Dia. These are basically that's a stable coin, so you can just earn some dollars here. And if you can load this damn thing up, and as the price of Boo goes up, the price of X Boo will go up even more, and you will be earning even more of these, because if these coins don't follow, your APR is going to pump up and you're going to get a bunch of these coins. Now you want to keep your eye on this, because I was in stake and that whole thing went south, and I just had my coins sitting here for a couple weeks, just forgot about them, and so I had my X Boo in here earning a coin that was dead. So you don't want to do that. I'm in the Woo. Woo is fantastic, guys. That is a sleeper of a project that's not in the scope of today's video, but that's a sleeper. That's a gem. That thing is set to go up. This is not financial advice. It's just some dude on the internet cranking out some, a Fantom fan. Anyway, so we were over 30, down to 29.83 because I pressed record and wanted to do a video saying we're over 30. So, so X Boo is very, very cool. It's like similar to Hex in a way, but it's, I know there's a lot of people who don't like Hex and will be like, oh, how dare you make that comparison? But, I just mean the tokenomics of it and how this staking situation is set up, and it gives a crap ton of value to Boo. So why the big little current bump in the price? We'll get to that announcement in one section, and you probably saw it right there when I was dipping in there. But check this out. SpookySwap now has over 800 million in TVL. So what does that mean? That means that they got the the money from the Fantom Foundation, right? So the Fantom Foundation, if you lock up more than whatever it is, 3 million TVL, then you get I think it's like a million Fantom. That's crazy. You could do so much stuff with that, and SpookySwap has certainly put it to good use. Top dexes by 24-hour trading volume. Where are we at here? Right there, 149 million, and this is across all platforms. We're competing with some big bastards, and I think that Trader Joe is the next obvious one that we need to come up and take over. I do like Trader Joe, but would be nice. So here's the big one. SpookySwap is proud to announce that our expert trader page is now available. View charts, recent trades, and liquidity pool history from the swap page. Now, you've long been able to do limit orders. Same with over at Spirit. Spirit is fantastic, and it's the number 2 dex. But with what they just did here on SpookySwap, SpookySwap has really put themselves out in front, and they have long been the number 1 dex over here. They have all the liquidity. All the other weird dexes refer back to the liquidity here. If you want to get into strange pairs, even over on Tomb Finance, you got to put in at SpookySwap. SpookySwap is, the pancake swap of Fantom. So you come over here to swap, and then what we got here is this. It took me straight to expert mode. See, you have expert mode here. Turn your little cat off, and here's your standard situation. And now you flip on this expert. This just happened. This is really cool. You can still do limit orders on the standard page, but look what you got here. Pretty dang crazy, and you can get into any freaking, you can look at any of the coins that they have here. Pretty awesome. Let's look at T-shares. It's slick. It's nice. I'm pretty impressed with it. We have broke $10,000 on T-shares, guys. Look at that. That's crazy. This was at $8,000 yesterday or 2 days ago before, and I had pumped out a good video. Now we're up to 10,000. They think this thing's going to 30,000. I don't see why not. This thing, watch my Tomb Finance video. I go over the tokenomics and all that good stuff. This thing's spring loaded. It's, and it's what you need. So another big thing that just happened was over at Tomb Finance, they just reached the amount of TVL locked in order to also get the bennies from the Fantom Foundation. So they got their 2 million they got a million Fantom, 2 million Fantom, whatever it is, and they locked it in Geist. And so they're just earning rewards on Geist. They're going to be using it for their treasury, all sorts of other stuff. There was a AMA, and what we basically came out of is they're so bullish on this stuff and everything that's going on. They're thinking that they might down the road put Tomb at pegged to 2 Fantom. And so all the Tomb that you already hold, that you already have, would just move to 2 Fantom. That's crazy. You just double your money. But we're already at 1.13%. So there's 1.12, which we need this to be, excuse me. Let's go over to the masonry. So we're 1.21 on your TWAP, which is the amount of that Tomb is over peg. So that means we're getting paid over here, right? I mean, I've got up to $200 right now for what I'm in already. So pretty dang cool. And yeah, a lot going on, and I'm super impressed with Tomb. Everything that's going on. The AMA was great, but that's basically the majority of what we got out of it is, they are doing major stuff and they're building the treasury. We're going to get a whole new interface. I really like this interface. Just because, I've come to like the art, and you can't not fall in love with this damn thing. So, you end up liking the way it is, but they're going to get a sleek new interface, and I'm sure it's going to be awesome. One piece of alpha, the old Tomb Finance team has released their new project. I think I might review it, but that's probably enough information for you to go find out what it is and check it out. And that could be major, right? So, okay, let's see. Anything else for Tomb? No, it's just pumping out the way it should. And let's see. We did get, let's go over and I'll show you one more thing over here on Bison shares or buy shares. If you come to the funds, they are set up on Fantom now. So you can, this Bison token is way undervalued. They're going to be multi-chain, but they're going to get, Fantom is their second chain. First BSC, now Fantom. So this is really set to launch. They don't have any farms over here yet. They've only set up the funds, but this thing is pretty dang cool. Like, right, so you get this Deegan fund, which is your more crazy stuff, and then you get your Spirit Swap stuff over here. But if we go into this Deegan fund, basically all at once, you just put in your Fantom here, you press buy all at one time. It goes in and buys equals parts of Mim, Spirit, Just, Tomb, Mensa, Bison, which is, that's underrated coin. There's only ever going to be 1 million Bison. There's 300 something thousand in circulating supply right now. This is extremely undervalued. Actually, this is jumping right now, and it's just, I just saw it jumping over on BSC. So also goes into Taro, Ice, TCS, LQDR, and Toss Disc. This is actually very interesting. I think I might be talking about this one soon. This is a very cool protocol. We'll just leave it at that. But all at once, you drop your Fantom here, you press go, and it mints a token that has equal parts of all of those, and you can hold that token, do whatever you want with it, and a cool way to flash into a whole bunch of different protocols that should all be going up and all benefiting from all the major stuff going on Fantom. And let me say this, Boo, yeah, it's just jumped to $30. Spirit is not close to its all-time high, and they have lots of major stuff going on. But why all the power is being, you know, the air out of the room is being sucked over to SpookySwap because they have just launched those tools. You know, that's what they've done with their money. Pretty smart. And so Spirit is probably a good time to enter into Spirit Swap, I would think. So, okay, moving on from there. Harrier, he's the, you know, big dog over at Tomb. This was his official announcement. Congratulations, Tomb Finance, locking up 283 million in TVL number 8 on DeFi Llama. We just received our first 1 million Fantom for liquidity incentives and are staking to build up the DAO fund. So pretty dang cool. They've been doing a lot. They're trying to do a lot for the community and try to be a heck of a lot more than, you know, just a Sinurich platform. They are really at the forefront of Fantom only, and it's pretty damn cool. And they're doing AMAs with some major protocols. Here's one with Summit DeFi. Also, there's one coming for, there's the Tomb Lamborghini with Grim, so that's pretty awesome too. Okay, last thing we're going to look at is Miso. This is Miso. Miso is pretty awesome. This is new, and they've got the big audit here. Not only do they have an audit, they've KYC'd with Rugdoc. Rugdoc is a bunch of catty brats, I'll say, but they do a good job with the code and all that. They did a KYC, they did telephone calls, they've like seen IDs, they've been shown that he's the only one with the wallets and a bunch of great stuff, a triple check of the contract, and so they you know, looking really good. Miso is very interesting. Miso here, they have unbelievable vaults going on right now, and APR scratched out the APY, so this must be your auto compounding section here. This is pretty interesting, and the tokenomics are insane. 10,000 is the max supply. That's pretty crazy. So this is really set to be spring loaded. They're planning to be like I said, multi-chain, but getting first launched here on Fantom. Now, if you're interested in growing your tomb, there are different ways over here on Grim, as long as we're talking about Grim. But one of the top ways now is to use Miso. High risk. This has got to be high risk because it's so new, right? Even though they've been doxed, they got a lot of good things. They got the good audits. They got good stuff. Still got some risk involved, but the APY is nuts. 0.77 daily on your tomb. that's pretty crazy. And they got a good integration going on over here with Grim. Check this out. These APYs are pretty nuts. And on some of your favorite pairs, on Miso itself, in the staking in the staking in the single-sided pool, you're at 1.32% daily. Nutty. There's the Tomb one that I was telling you about. That's the 0.77%. You can stake Scream over there at 7.7. These are basically the highest APYs that you can find. So if you're bullish on Boo, staking daily at 0.44%, you're not going to find that. That's the maybe at a few other places. Geist, the reason I'm not into Geist is the tokenomics are terrible, man. They're all going to be printed now, so I wouldn't mind getting the pools that's like selling off all the Geist and just using Geist as a way, as a mechanism, as an engine to earn yields on other cryptos, but I am not bullish on the Geist token at all. So there's all that good stuff. You can earn wrapped Fantom at 0.21% a day. That's not bad. That's not bad. And you could even on USDC 0.2% a day. That's pretty good. 122% APY. That is all over at Miso. The Miso coin, that's probably the one that I'm the most, that I would be the most bullish on, because a 10,000 supply, I'm big into these low supply things. I have good luck with low supply. So we were looking at Miso over here. We'll come over to our brand new charts that we were just been given over here at Boo, and I'll be using the hell out of this, right? So getting on Miso, and it was what I was on when we first flashed over here. Whoa, the price just jumped up heavily, but from $44 now up to $72. But like I said, 10,000 tokens, and of course I was gonna buy down here, and now I have to buy up here. But what can you do? Let's purchase a little Miso. I have some Fantom here, and we'll purchase Miso. Go Fantom to Miso, and let's do 50% of it. That gets me 1 Miso. Let's go ahead and do 50. What's that give me? 9.6. Let's try to get 2 of them. 2 Miso. Okay, let's swap that. Wait for that to go. It's going to cost me 53.44 Miso. Let's grab it. Confirm. Awesome. Usually gives you a place to click the token. All right, it's thinking for 1 second. It's grabbing it. It's grabbing it. Here we go. Bam, we got our Miso. Got 2 Miso now. Let's add that to the wallet. Yep, add the token to the wallet. Okay, I'm gonna head over to Grim. Let's go back over to Grim. We're gonna head over to Miso. Oh, that's not what I wanted to happen. It must have hit the stats. Okay, here we go. That's what I want. So we got 2 Miso here. We're going to approve that over at Grim. Wait for that to pop up. You confirm it. Okay, so it's approved. It's approving that. Take 1 sec. Okay, we got our approval success. We're going to deposit our couple of Miso. Confirm. Now earning 1.32% a day on a very small amount of Miso, but $144 worth. But you never know, right? So there's all that. There's your little gems. We got Bison, huge gem. I got a bunch of that already over on BSC. Miso, big gem, and I think super underrated, and they got a lot of stuff going on. Should be some people coming over, and we're early. They're going to be multi-chain, and we'll see what happens with that. But I'm now auto-compounding some Miso over here. And then Tomb, man, it just doesn't get any better. That Tomb that's my big money printer right now. I do have some other, we can look at what I have over at what I'm staking currently at Reaper. Fantom up to 285. Was down to 2 something just earlier. So I have the FTM T-share Tomb Crypt. My plan is I'm trying to get this to 40 LP tokens. Then I'm going to pull these LP tokens out and I'm going to stick them over on Tomb and collect the T-share, because I want the T-shares the most, but I want to I want to have a nice allocation into the pool. So where that will be is over here on the cemetery. Click on cemetery here. Here is where you drop that in the T-share FTM pool. I currently don't have anything in here because I have my LP tokens over here on Reaper, and they're just earning. And once this hits 40 LPs, should be by the end of the week, from about a week from now, then I'll pull all those out. I'll slap those into Tomb and have that earning here. I have FTM Boo. This is one of the largest pools in all of Fantom. It's only earning 0.165%, but been in it for a good long time. This has doubled, just more than doubled in value, not even counting that the LPs have gone up. I'm in the Fantom ETH pool over on Bomb. I have no exposure to Bomb, but Bomb is an extremely underrated coin too, and it is the very first coin ever to be launched on Fantom. Someone else bought it out and ended up being like it was a rug pull from like some kid, and these people came in and like, hey, first coin on Fantom can't be a rug pull, so they bought the entire supply. They created a really cool little farm over there and using the Bomb token, and I think it's pretty interesting, and so I did get into there, but I don't have exposure to Bomb because I'm just in this pool. It sells off the Bomb and it just keeps acquiring more Fantom ETH LP tokens, but it's doing it extremely slowly. This value has been pretty much about the same the entire time. So over on Grim, what I have going as far as my own staked I am now in the Miso pool here. I am also in Tomb. I am in which is on Morpheus, and it is making me 0.57% a day. I trust Morpheus a bit more than I would trust Miso, just because Miso is newer. Boo FTM, I am in the Morpheus pool there, and it is earning me a nice 0.5% a day. So I'm in the big pool that's on Spooky, and that's over compounding on Reaper. This is compounding on Morpheus and earning a heck of a lot more, right? So I might actually move my LP tokens, take them out of the Spooky pool and drop them into this Morpheus pool just to earn that delicious 0.5 APY. Is wonderful. And then I'm also in the Spirit FTM pool. That is using SpookySwap. It is a boosted pool, and it just sells any of the boosted whatnots and sells me back into the Spirit FTM pool LP token, and I'm earning 0.3% a day in those LPs. Freaking nothing wrong with that, man. Lots of good stuff. Other than that, I also am in Fantom Miner, and I'm in the Boo Miner, the multi-chain Fantom Miner. I don't recommend that anyone get into these. If you're already in these, great, but these type of things, if you're not like one of the first people to load in, you're basically just paying the person promoting it. But I'm in it myself, and it is pumping out some good some good little returns, but I don't think you should get into these if you're not already in them. So any of the miners, to be quite frank. So there's all that jazz, bunch of alpha dropping on your head. Hope you guys liked all that. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Crypto Music is gonna catch you guys on the flip. Hope you're having a heck of a great day. Hope you got mad Fantom profits falling in your lap, raining all over you. Hope you're a big Fantom head like I am, and I will catch you on the next one. Appreciate you guys. This guy loves you. I'm out.